Yo, what's up, everybody? I hope you're doing great. I hope your trading week was very fun. I hope everybody's very pumped up about the nice green that's materialized in the charts. Congratulations to everybody who was buying the discount with me at $1,400-ish. That was actually really awesome. So it's really, well, I'll start off by saying, if you've been with me for a bit, you'd know that I was looking for this specific price point here to bottom out and subsequently take out this particular candle's high here. When you're in a giant downtrend like this, you're looking to break the trend. So it's not that we had to come here, it's that you predict that it could come here. And if it does, then what would you like to do about it? Well, for me personally, now that it's materialized, I understand that after a shift in structure, there will be a dip. So from the last update, I had this as a price point that we could likely see tapped. And this would give the doomsayers and all the retail traders who know way more than you, with their big followings and all that, they would consider this to be their SR flip. This is a bearish retest of an SR flip. So we'll let them peacock around for the moment as price travels down just a little bit. And because it's crypto, we could come real deep into the discount. Okay, we don't have to just come to here and then flip. You got to allow for some wiggle room in here, whether it comes to here, here, or even here one more time. Let the ones telling you that it's over, let them wallow in their current victory. And what I mean by, so when you've got a bearish bias, meaning that they think it's going to $400, that's their bias, this is telling them that they're on side for that move. So currently there's a lot of shorts, stop losses, and liquidation prices piling up throughout here. So where I was mentioning from the last update that this is where you'd want to be a buyer, historically speaking, in every single chart ever since the beginning of time, the best place to buy was the bottom. It takes a lot of guts to do it. Okay, so those people with the bearish bias, they feel like they're on side, especially if Ethereum starts repricing lower here, which we expect. We would expect that, but this is kind of what I'm anticipating here with this blue delineation. So we've got what we wanted to see. So we got check mark 2. We got the swing low here, and then we got our break in structure. This is in a weekly time frame. So this is where things get, this is where you unlock secrets to the charts, is the weekly and monthly time frame. All right, you will also remember perhaps that we were front running the idea that this in the monthly is going to materialize a swing low, and our May candle will want to start shooting up. So far, so good. And it's only the second week of May, so we got a bit. So I wouldn't mind if it trade down a bit, and then we can continue on our journey next week. We are nearing the close of the futures contract in relation to its close at 5 p.m. EST. So we've taken the longs stop losses here, sell side liquidity, and we closed above our purple shaded area, and then we've subsequently found support, and we've now hit a specific price point that I wanted to see reached. widened the gap a little bit. Experience, you can call it, but without getting into too much detail, I would like to see a close above the midway point. If I take the gap and include this one here, that little backwards looking gap there, then we're at the midway point. If I include that gap, we're just above the midway point. If I include that one, we're there. This whole thing is a gap, but I'm just going to stick with this just for now. And the fact that it's up here, beautiful. This is beyond perfect to me. So I'm really thrilled with how things are going. If you weren't here for the previous update, we were just looking at this here. So if we were just to take that, then we got exactly what we wanted. We got a close above that CME gap. Now, because I know things that some people don't, I'm telling you, this whole thing's a gap. The whole thing. The whole thing's a gap. So I wouldn't mind it if it trickled up a bit more, but even if it doesn't, it's already showing me exactly what I want to see. This is beautiful, you guys. Absolutely beautiful. So as you've noticed, your altcoins are now popping off, and it's due because Ethereum's, all the altcoins, they're tied to Ethereum's liquidity, either directly or indirectly. So when Ethereum pumps, your altcoins are likely going to be leveraged on top of that because they're such smaller prices. So it's just like when Ethereum and BTC move together, you'd be trading Ethereum over BTC because it makes more percentage gains. It's the same thing with altcoins. So if you're like trading altcoins with leverage, you're already leveraged on ETH. So if you think ETH is going to move, you're looking at your altcoin that's worth less in price to get that leverage over ETH. If you're putting actual leverage on your altcoins, you're likely not going to survive, especially if you haven't been trained properly. And we do offer that in the Discord. If you are interested, if you're getting spanked, even when price is favorable, there's a reason. You're running out of mental capital. Nobody ever told you that before. So this is beautiful. I love what I'm seeing. Everything's in alignment. And so next week, I'd be looking for us to close and open just somewhere here, right? And then trade down a bit. So I'm going to be, I like to play this game and guess where the bottom's going to be. So it could be here. Could be here. I kind of like that. Like if we're in turbo mode, it's not going to want to trade down very much. So next week, this is going to be my targets here. Definitely by the end of May. So we'll just May's targets. Now, if it doesn't reach here, I'm not going to be too upset. But I just want to see that order flow is favorable and doesn't break. So what do I mean by that? Well, if we start seeing phenomenal drops to the downside, then our upside is kind of like probably over. So this is the candle that I'm projecting for next week. And if we can stab up into there, depending on where we close, I'll give some more projections for the following week. So basically next week, this weekend must do nothing. It's just got to do absolutely nothing all weekend. And I know you guys are all hyped up from the pump and you're like, it has to pump this weekend. It don't have to do squat and it's likely going to rob you all Saturday. Okay? You've been warned. And that's for every Saturday moving forward. So even if you hear this years in the future, Saturdays still suck. I guarantee it. However, Sunday we could get that drop right after 8 p.m. And if we do, I'm going to be on high alert because that's likely. I'm looking for the bottom next week, Monday, Tuesday. Could be Sunday night, depending how fast it drops. And the faster it drops, the more interested I am in my projection playing out. God bless you all. Thank you all for joining. Have fun. Don't sell too soon.